It's Week 11 of the NFL, and this one features the Saints' Offensive Player of the Year. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Saints and the Browns under the lights.
The Saints offense ready to go to work on short rest here on this Thursday night. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Saints come in with 2 wins on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've... They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. You start to wonder about your job security as well.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him.
Saints offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And Shaheed going to go in motion. 2nd and 6. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd and 11. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. I'm in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he edges forward and only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. This is caught.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Saints offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we transition into the second half of the season, you can...
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now back to throw.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete. Grant Delpit makes that play defensively. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can...
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory.
It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and this one features the Saints' Offensive Player of the Year. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Saints and the Falcons under the lights on Monday night.
It's the National Football League presented by the Saints offense, ready to get going here on this Monday night. And all eyes on this man, their star running back.
And on face value, the numbers may not have been eye-popping last week, but what stands out is that he made contributions both the run game and as a receiver out of the backfield. And quarterbacks will always tell you, give me someone like that I can rely on, and it makes my job that much easier.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Hey, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. And they want to make sure they get him there.
They'll look to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 wins on the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession.
They'll start on the ground here. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. This 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And with that last run, that's going to move him over 1,000 yards rushing now for the year. So a nice milestone to hit in what has been an exceptional season on the ground.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, this has not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to...
This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. Now they'll audible to something else.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. He's to the 15.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Juwan Johnson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
There's Chris Olave.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
He was brought down by Root Aurora Roll. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
2nd and 7.
36-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Manning. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Connecting with Johnson.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who...
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's a designed run. And he will do it himself. He's in. Michael Penix. Touchdown Falcons. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nathan Landman. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A run here with Kamara. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Richie Grant up from the secondary to get in on that one. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.